It wasn't the lion, it wasn't the snake, it wasn't the mammoth. This one animal killed more ancient humans than everything else combined. It followed them to every continent, every climate, every season. And right now, it's still hunting you. Stay until the end, because this changes everything. Most people guess lion. Some say snake. Some say crocodile. All wrong. The answer has been right in front of us the whole time. And when you hear it, you're going to feel it. Picture this. 100,000 years ago, open African savanna. A family of early humans walking at dusk. The lions are far away, the snakes are hidden, they feel safe. They were never safe. The mosquito. It has no claws, no teeth, no venom. It weighs less than a raindrop. And it is the deadliest hunter in all of human history. Mosquitoes have existed for 46 million years. They were hunting our ancestors long before we were even human. Ancient humans had no idea what was happening. One day healthy. 3 days later, fever, shaking, organs failing. They blamed spirits. They blamed the gods. They had no idea it was a tiny flying needle. Malaria alone has killed an estimated 50 billion humans across history. That's more than every war ever fought. Combined, entire ancient settlements were wiped out, not by invaders, not by famine, by mosquitoes breeding in standing water nearby. A single puddle the size of a dinner plate could breed 1,000 mosquitoes in a week. Ancient humans had no idea why certain campsites meant death. The tribes that survived, they moved to high ground instinctively. They didn't know why it worked, they just knew it did. That instinct is literally written into your DNA right now. Here is what made the mosquito so terrifying. It hunted while you slept. No warning, no sound, no pain, just a silent biological injection. The mosquito doesn't just take blood. It injects saliva containing a parasite directly into your bloodstream. By the time you wake up, it's already too late. The malaria parasite travels to your liver first. Silent, invisible. For 2 weeks, you feel nothing. Then your red blood cells start exploding from the inside. The fever hits 104 degrees. Violent shaking. Organ failure. Ancient healers had nothing that could stop it. Not a single herb, not a single ritual, nothing. On warm nights, swarms reached into the millions. Ancient humans sitting around their fire breathing in the smoke, that was their only defense. Smoke! That was it. That was the entire defense system. And it only worked if you stayed perfectly still beside the fire all night. Walk 10 feet from that fire at night, and you were surrounded within seconds. Ancient humans understood this terror on a level we can barely imagine today. The mosquito literally shaped where humans settled on Earth. Entire river valleys, fertile, full of food, perfect for farming, abandoned because of mosquitoes. Imagine standing next to the most fertile land you've ever seen and having to walk away because staying meant dying. Our ancestors made that walk thousands of times. The mosquito stopped armies. Alexander the Great's campaigns, Roman legions, all slowed or destroyed by mosquito-borne disease, not by enemy soldiers. Historians now believe malaria contributed to the fall of the Roman Empire, a civilization that conquered the known world, brought down partly by an insect you can crush between 2 fingers. For ancient humans, sunset wasn't beautiful. It was a warning siren. Every single evening for their entire lives. The tribes that survived long enough to become civilizations, they all shared one thing. They figured out distance from standing water before they understood why it mattered. The mosquito was so deadly, that human DNA actually mutated to fight it. Sickle cell trait, found in millions of people today, is a genetic adaptation that evolved specifically to resist malaria. Your body is still carrying the scar of this ancient war. We think of ancient threats as ancient history, but the mosquito never stopped. Right now, today, it kills over 700,000 people every single year. For 99% of human history, we had nothing. Smoke and prayer. Then 1897 happened. British doctor Ronald Ross proved that mosquitoes carried malaria. For the first time in human history, we finally knew our enemy. It only took us 100,000 years to figure it out. Think about every ancient human who died not knowing why, not knowing what hit them, not knowing there was anything they could have done differently. We know now, they never did. Bed nets, draining standing water, insecticides. We have pushed malaria back significantly. Deaths have dropped by 50% in 20 years. But the mosquito is not done. Mosquitoes are developing resistance to our insecticides. Some strains now shrug off chemicals that used to kill them instantly. The oldest arms race on Earth is still going. Every ancient human who survived the mosquito survived so you could be here. You are the descendant of the ones who made it. Let that sit for a second. Here is the part nobody talks about. The mosquito is not a problem we solved. It is a problem we are managing. Barely. As temperatures rise, mosquito habitats are expanding into regions that have never had them before. Places with zero immunity, zero preparation. Parts of North America and Europe are now seeing mosquito species they have never encountered. Your great-grandparents never had to think about this. You might. For 100,000 years, our ancestors feared this creature every single night. We had 100 years of thinking we were winning. The game is not over. Lions have killed millions across history. Sharks, thousands. Crocodiles, tens of thousands. Mosquitoes, 50 billion, and counting. So here's what I want to know. Before this video, what animal did you think was the deadliest? Drop it in the comments. I want to see how many people said lion. And if this blew your mind, wait until you hear about the parasite that turns humans into its host without them knowing. That video is next. Subscribe so you don't miss it. See you in the next one.